The nature of death has long been shrouded in mystery, feared by many as the ultimate unknown. Yet what if death itself is but an illusion? What if the true self, the eternal essence of who you are, was never truly born, never perished, and never existed in the way you currently perceive? Consider the possibility that you have already died countless times, passing through different existences, shedding one form to enter another. What you fear is not death itself, but the uncertain path that the soul takes afterward. If you fail to recognize the luminous light that emerges in the moment of death, you may find yourself trapped in the perpetual cycle of birth and rebirth, bound to the wheel of samsara. Heaven and hell, as commonly understood, are not external places, but states of consciousness that manifest after death, shaped by the life you have lived and the energies you have cultivated. These are the secrets that ancient traditions have sought to uncover, offering insight into what lies beyond the veil of physical existence. For millennia, death has been called the great unknown. Yet in many spiritual traditions, it is not viewed as an ending, but as a passage, an initiation into a new state of being. Imagine consciousness itself as something that transcends the physical body, unaffected by the dissolution of flesh and blood. Death, then, is not the annihilation of existence, but the soul's awakening, the moment in which the divine spark within us is liberated from its earthly form. In Tibetan teachings, death is seen as a continuation rather than a cessation, a return to the primordial source of all being. This source is not separate from you. It is you. Upon dying, the soul enters states of profound mystery, known as the bardos, hidden realms where the fabric of existence unfolds. In mystical traditions, death is rarely perceived as a finality, but rather as a transformation, akin to the metamorphosis of a caterpillar into a butterfly. It is a process of shedding the old and embracing a new form of existence, a movement of consciousness from one dimension to another. Mystics and sages across history have described death as a journey across a sacred threshold, guiding the soul away from the dense physical world and into more subtle realms where it undergoes further purification, experiences, and learning. Esoteric philosophies teach that death is not the destruction of the self, but a return, a pilgrimage back to the source. This return allows the soul to relinquish the burdens accumulated during its physical existence and merge once again with pure consciousness, a state beyond time and space. The cycle of birth and death, or samsara, is not a mere repetition but a process of spiritual refinement. Each death is an opportunity to evolve, to come closer to the realization of one's true nature, and to break free from the karmic cycles that bind the soul to material existence. According to ancient texts, such as the Tibetan Book of the Dead, consciousness is not merely a byproduct of the brain, but a universal principle, an eternal spark connected to the vast cosmic intelligence. In this view, consciousness survives physical death, continuing its journey through various planes of existence. Mystical traditions describe consciousness as the essence of the soul, an infinite, boundless awareness that transcends the temporary and material nature of the body. This enduring consciousness travels through different realms after death, experiencing visions, encounters, and ultimately choosing or being drawn toward its next incarnation. Life itself is an expression of this infinite consciousness, momentarily manifesting in physical form before withdrawing once more into the greater cosmic field. understanding death is as vital as understanding life. For ancient cultures, death was not merely a topic of curiosity, but a profound means of comprehending the nature of existence. The Tibetan Book of the Dead, along with other sacred texts, was created as a guide to assist the soul in navigating the dying process, achieving liberation, and avoiding the pitfalls of fear and attachment that tether it to the cycle of rebirth. Preparation for death is considered essential, as the final moments of life and the state of one's consciousness at the time of passing significantly influence the soul's journey beyond. One of the most critical aspects of this journey is the recognition of the bardos. The word bardo in Tibetan means in-between state, referring to transitional phases the soul experiences, not only after death but also during significant shifts in life. These bardos provide opportunities for transformation, growth, and transcendence, acting as gateways where the boundaries of time, identity, and physical reality dissolve, allowing the soul to perceive the deeper truths of existence. There are 6 primary bardos outlined in the Tibetan Book of the Dead. The natural bardo of this life. This is the waking state in which we shape our consciousness and karmic patterns through our daily actions, thoughts, and experiences. It offers the most profound opportunity for preparation, as spiritual practices such as meditation, ethical living, and detachment can train the mind to recognize the illusory nature of existence. The painful bardo of dying. In this stage, the soul begins its separation from the physical body, as the elements, earth, water, fire, air, and space, gradually dissolve. The individual experiences detachment from the material world. This process can be disorienting, as visions and sensations arise, leading the soul into deeper states of awareness. The luminous bardo of Dharmata. Here the soul encounters the clear light of reality, a pure and radiant awareness that represents the ultimate truth. Those who can recognize this light as their own true nature achieve instantaneous liberation. However, if the light is not recognized, the soul moves into differentiated visions of peaceful and wrathful deities, symbolic reflections of its own karma and consciousness. The karmic bardo of becoming. If liberation is not attained in the Dharmata bardo, the soul enters the realm where it is drawn toward rebirth. Governed by the karmic forces accumulated over lifetimes, the soul is attracted to new parents and circumstances that resonate with its unresolved attachments and past actions. This stage is both a continuation of past influences and an opportunity for further learning. The bardo of dreams. This occurs during sleep, mirroring the death process in a temporary separation from the body. By practicing lucid dreaming and awareness during sleep, one can prepare for the moment of death, training the mind to navigate the bardos with clarity. The bardo of meditation. In this state, deep meditative practice allows individuals to experience the clear light of awareness while still alive, dissolving egoic boundaries and familiarizing the soul with states it will encounter after death. As the soul transitions through these bardos, it is guided by the energies it has cultivated in life. Advanced souls may have greater control over their rebirth, consciously choosing circumstances that further their spiritual evolution. However, for most, the veil of forgetfulness erases past life memories, allowing them to engage fully in their new existence without the burden of previous experiences. Yet through deep meditation, spiritual practice, and self-inquiry, one can glimpse these past lives, understanding the karmic threads that weave the tapestry of existence. The death process, then, is not an end, but a sacred passage, a transformation where the soul sheds its temporary form and journeys toward higher realization, ultimately striving for liberation beyond the cycle of birth and rebirth. For millennia, humanity has pondered the mysteries of death, often perceiving it as an impenetrable veil beyond which lies the unknown. Yet, within ancient wisdom traditions, death is not an end, but a passage, a transformation as consciousness from one state to another. The journey of the soul through the bardos, as described in Tibetan mysticism, reveals that the afterlife is not a static realm, but a continuum of awareness, shaped by one's karmic imprints and spiritual evolution. Through these teachings, we come to understand that what we fear is not death itself, but our ignorance of the process it entails. By recognizing the luminous nature of consciousness, the transient illusions of the material world, and the opportunity that death presents for liberation, we can transform our perspective. Instead of dreading the inevitable, we can prepare for it as a sacred threshold, a moment of awakening where the soul is offered the chance to break free from the cycles of suffering and rebirth. In the end, life and death are not opposing forces, but complementary aspects of a greater cosmic dance. To live fully is to embrace the impermanence of existence, to cultivate awareness, and to strive for spiritual clarity, so that when the time comes, we may navigate the journey beyond with wisdom and peace. Death is not the end. It is the beginning of a new chapter in the eternal unfolding of consciousness. It is an invitation to return to our true essence, beyond space, time, and form, into the boundless light of pure awareness.